I referenced James Rolfe back at the beginning of Oztober, and here I am doing it again with this 2006 piece of internet insanity, Wizard of Oz 3, Dorothy Goes to Hell. How about that title? This is one of my favorite Cinemassascre productions that isn't one of James' main series such as The Angry Video Game Nerd or Board James. It's also a neat time capsule of early internet humor and a notable entry in the larger subgenre of Oz parodies. I would be here all day if I were to take into account each and every Oz parody that exists out there. Some notable ones include the Mad TV sketch where Dorothy finds out she could have gone home the whole time, several SNL sketches, Futurama did a parody of Oz, and then there was even a fan film that merged Wizard of Oz and Apocalypse Now and called it Apocalypse Oz. I wanted to include Apocalypse Oz because I remembered seeing it and appreciating it for what it was, but I couldn't find the full film online in time to make this series, largely because of the inevitable copyright issues that would arise from merging music and dialogue from these two iconic films. However, I am able to talk about Wizard of Oz 3, Dorothy Goes to Hell, which also uses pre-existing music and imagery for comedic effect, though the end result may not be everyone's cup of tea. James's content has evolved into new and exciting eras since 2003, but I do love looking back at videos produced from the mid to late 2000s. The goal in videos from that era was generally to be as insane, controversial, and offensive as possible, no doubt influenced heavily by contemporary TV shows such as South Park or Family Guy. It's especially interesting to watch a video like this now, considering that we're in the era of YouTube demonetizing creators for talking about anything remotely controversial, as well as angry Twitter mobs being all too eager to start dumpster fires about media from decades ago that can't possibly conform to modern standards. But what's the actual story? Well, Wizard of Oz 3 mixes elements from The Wizard of Oz, Return to Oz, and Star Wars to make an animated third installment that has Dorothy and friends going up against Satan. What follows are a group of increasingly outlandish and insane jokes that a lot of people would probably find extremely offensive nowadays. I love how intentionally crappy the animation is, how ridiculous the story gets, and the ending, which has to be seen to be believed. If you're a fan of James's other content and South Park, I think you'll really love this, but if you're an easily offendable person, definitely stay away. This movie has something to offend somebody. I personally think it's good to see something that's outrageous and insane for its own sake, and isn't malicious or trying to hurt anyone. When people freak out over things that are offensive, it's usually with the undercurrent belief that the creators are trying to spread harm. But there is such a thing as good old-fashioned silliness and extreme humor without malicious intent, which is the kind of stuff I like. I think it's the reason why people tend to gravitate to shows like South Park or trauma movies. I say get angry at real-life people who try to spread harm, and use the world of fiction to let loose once in a while, but that's just me. Overall, this film may not necessarily conform to your humor sensibilities, but I'd say give it a watch just to challenge yourself, and hey, it might even take you back in time to a more innocent era of YouTube. Tomorrow is my birthday pick, so that means I gotta talk about something extra special. What could it be? Well, you've been staring at it this whole time. What could it be? What could it be?